Thirsty on the east side of town? Well, head to a WNST favored King Discount Liquors on Pulaski Highway, just inside the Beltway. They have it all.
I'm Johnny Bev down at King Liquors. Come and see me for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer.
Don't forget to give the King a ring.
His opinion about all that. And, I think our guys are going to have a chip on their shoulder coming into these matches. I'm just asking if they want to be there and show up on there, just show up right.
Paul, what's happened? I mean, obviously it's been such a struggle. The only success recently in '99 on that amazing comeback at Brookline. From your vantage point, being I know you were a broadcaster at Oak Hill, and so you've been involved, and you've watched from afar, and you've also been in tune because you know all the players. What's happened?
Well, I think a couple things happened.
The Europeans have gotten better.
Well, they changed their selection process. They've got a selection process that gets their hotter players. Listen, the way we were picking our team, if 100% of the tour was American players, we'd have given out 100% of the points. But the reality is only about 60% of our tour now is American. They're all European players. I mean, 40% of them are either European or Australian.
International
players. So South Africa, now we're top 10 finish is the only way you can get a point. We were giving out about 55% of the total points possible. If 100% of our team was, or our tour was American, we'd give out 100% of the points. But it's just not the case. So when they asked me to be the captain, I just said, I want you to consider changing the selection process before I say yes. And they said, yeah, we will. So when we got together, I told them that there was only two things I ever choked for in my life, and that was cash and prestige. I wanted prestige to next to count the most, and I wanted to go off the money. We came to a consensus, and we determined this is the best way to do this, and I think we're going to get the best players there. Plus, Europe has a chip on their shoulder. The European team represents the European Tour. The American team represents the PGA of America, 28,000 men and women strong, runs pro shops, do the golf tournaments for you, the green grass people. The PGA Tour is different. They're two different entities altogether. So Europe comes in saying, hey, you're calling us a lesser tour, which of course it is. But they have a chip on their shoulders about it. They come in and they raise it to a level that is just unseen by anyone, the way they chip and putt. Aggressive is all get out. They play great, so you have to give them credit for how well they play. But I think you have to look at our selection process and say, hey, geez, you know what? Maybe he's right. Maybe I don't think there's anything wrong with the state of golf in America and American golf. We took it to him in a President's Cup with a different selection process. So our selection process is unique to itself, and I think just time will tell if we get the best players there and can pull it off. It's not going to be like falling off a log, even if we do have the best players there.
He is captain. Paul Azinger of the United States Ryder Cup team, major champion, of course, back in 1993 at Inverness. I wanted to give you one good Seve story, but I'm going to make you tell it. So I know which one I want you to tell, and it is, of course, the famous, no, Paul. Cheating and not knowing the rules, my friend.
Two different things.
They're two different things. Chip Beck told me the story once. I had him in Baltimore for a golf expo, and he always said, you and Seve together represented sort of the best of the Ryder Cup because you would rather have eaten a nail than have lost to Seve, and Seve was the same way.
Yeah, I think we were